Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and 2. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And a Packer 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It's complete to Fuller. And he goes out right around the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
39-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Packers.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Dillon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. shotgun now for Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down at 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Working out of the gun, Cousins got an open man finding Jefferson. And he goes out right around the 39. Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield. It may be turned into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of
first catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Maybe a little bit of a surprise to people that A.J. Dillon was selected by the Green Bay Packers, but I see the logic. This is an almost 250-pound running back who had a great showing at the Combine, running nearly 4.5 in the 40-yard dash. And his ability really shows up as games wear on. And then in the cold weather of Green Bay in December and January, how many defensive backs will want to tackle that big steamroller when he gets going downfield.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Touchdown, Packers! Adam Troutman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive, loss 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Cousins airing it out deep for Smith. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. From the gun, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Cousins now from the 50. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenny Clark, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Cousins. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for it. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Packers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
9-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Second and 4. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to the ground. Cook trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw is Cousins. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams. 42 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 24. Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins to throw it. His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Cousins from the gun on third. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down Vikings. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 1st down, here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Irv Smith Jr. Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Vikings 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Hooked up by Mike Hughes. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh my goodness, another interception. Davis with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Packers.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing, Cousins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That's good. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you start to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, Cousins. They're going for Jefferson down, and that's caught inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins going to throw deep for the end zone. And Thielman's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 28 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Vikings 16.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10, their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
This is Dillon on the counter. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Dillon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
47.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Second down.
On second and a long way to go. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got second and 12 from the 36. Again, it's Dillon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.